Hello, old souls, fellow empaths, seers, and psychonauts. My name is Steph. If you're new, welcome. If you're returning, welcome home. We're going to dive in to the big book of blots. I've already got the Inkblot made, so I've made our mirror. It's an open mirror, so we're just going to dive in freely. Before we get started in the pre-shuffle, in the Cave of Ice, Transcendence, there's a timeline that is being transcended. I have a feeling it has some inkling to do with what we may consider sufferable, and this timeline seems to be shifting. It has shifted, but maybe we're adopting to the shift and we're starting to trust the shift. In the Cave of Hearth Fires, I have here seeds, so there's absolutely new growth. There's something about in the space of elegance of your energy and working with whatever that might mean for you. It feels internal. It's not necessarily be like, ooh, push, push. It's, maybe it is an external elegance, and maybe it's how it's being received as an external elegance. But most importantly, it feels like I'm being elegant in my own energy. And maybe that's what me we're doing, or we're playing with what that feels like, because it kind of feels like music. Yeah, I'll leave it there. And in the Cave of Rivers, it's elegant emotion. So there's this being able to play with things in the subconscious space, like music, any genre of music, whatever the case is, but there's a flow to it. There's a flow in the feeling. And I know that sounds so cheesy, like, of course there's flow in feeling. Well, it just feels like going with the flow, not kind of going upstream. If I'm me, if we're feeling a way, we may not externalize the expression, for one reason or another. It's like, no, if I'm feeling aggravated, if I'm feeling mad or upset or something, it does seem to, again, feel like a sufferable emotion, or what we would, apply as suffering. But it kind of feels like there's some sort of power in there. So it's like, well, hold on a minute. I'm going to feel this. I'm going to feel pissed off. I'm going to feel enraged. And what can I do with that? Because that's going to inspire change or transformation, even if it's all an internal conversation. And that's what I think is inspiring this transcendence. Very phoenix rising. And then last but not least, in the Cave of Earth, we have here mastery. Because it's like this version of us could be just sitting here, doing nothing, passively, whatever the case is. But there's a lot of potency in that. It's potency for the seed in our Cave of Hearth Fires, and being able to rise up towards the surface and then towards the sun, and to inevitably know that even that seed to tree will flourish and maybe be dismantled in different ways over lifetimes, whatever the case is, and return to dust. It's kind of like the age-old saying, and it's like, but once you kind of wander through it, it's like, there seems to be, this angst to aim, to accomplish, to be. I don't know, in this very, very moment, all the pressure is released, and it's from this masterful perspective. Okay, now let's dive into the ink. If you're opening up with me, we'll dive in deeper when you're ready. You know the drill as well. If you see, sense, or feel anything, please feel well to comment below, as your insights do expand the Scrying experience, and we all become the readers, seers, and oracles. Drop an emoji. Introverts, I feel you. Give a girl a heart or a hype. Love it. When you're ready, taking a nice deep breath, closing the eyes, cleansing the palate of perception, releasing the race and the rush, activating the abstract mind and ancient awareness to perceive and receive symbolic support, and the name and honor of anyone here at any time. And may we all meet a message with meaning. All right. Oh, look at this. Don't look at that one. That's just my cover page. There you go. All right. You know the drill as well. If you would like to take a screenshot, you're more than welcome to scry in your own time. Personal use only. I don't have my goggles on today, but we have learned to use the blur to our advantage. My nose is itchy. Oh, yes. Okay, so there is, it's an emblem of some sort. I don't know what it is specifically. It's not it exactly, but it's what's stepping through. I want to call it something like de fleur or something like that. Something de fleur. Is there a symbol or an emblem, something to fleur? I'm seeing that anyway. There's a reaching down, helping. Oh, there's a light in here. I just noticed that as well. There's a light. Maybe it's this transcendent light. I actually think it's the seed with tweezers picking up the seed all the way up here. Something about dancing elegantly with your DNA. Strong shoulder pads. There's something very visionary, futuristic here. Yeah, it feels futuristic, but it's fun. It's fun. I think the futuristic is fun. That's how I want to say it. It's fun. But it's visionary. It's having vision beyond the current or what was your most close timeline that you felt like you were in. And if you have been working passively and actively to shift, oh, it's fascinating. It's fascinating, really, when you see it all coming together, because it is coming together. It is coming together. The subconscious and the conscious, it's all coming together. Yes, little roach clips picking out that seed. Also something about corn. Symbolism of corn. Oh, what is going on up here? There is a union. There are pigs. If pig symbol means anything to anyone, there's alligators over here as well. There's tension. What's this tension? It's like pulling, not in a tug of war, but there is definitely tension. First of all, Qbert. I can't remember what the reason of the video game Qbert was, but that might inspire somebody specifically. Oh, it's a reveal. Like people, if they were pulling the curtains that we might be accustomed to more horizontally or, linearly, this is opening up like this. Gizmo, Gosmo. Oh, I love it. There's a Hershey's Kiss in here. Something about the spade in deck of cards. Very strange thing to say, but just for whatever it's worth, it could be an emoji or a plushie or something, but I'm seeing the poop. I'm seeing a poop plushie, the poop emoji plushie. Maybe a time to clean out your purse as well, or your wallet. What's going on down here? Oh, I can actually see right here, if you can see that, I want to bring in this Transcendence card right in there. And you know what the interesting thing is that I feel like I am talking to a different kind of bird. So if that was here. Those kisses, is it Eskimo kisses or butterfly kisses? One of the two. Something along that lines. It's quite nice. There's a pod, a staff or a wand, carvings. There's a perfume bottle of essence. Oh, and you know what? Now I'm seeing it as a dropper. Dropping one. Yes. Essence. Elegant essence. Oh, there's beings here. There's a cockatoo specifically. These are guardians of the essence. There's a spider down here. Oh, and there's two drivers right here. There's also an octopus, if that symbol means anything to anyone. There's a very small story, and I'm only calling it small because it's just, I have to right there. What's under the ground? Something is hatching. Hatching. This is a turtle also upside down. Face down, seeing this turtle, and it's moving towards, I think it's still the octopus. It's not changing on me. The octopus is also a cup. So whatever cups might represent to you, or a golden chalice. Okay, so the way I just saw that was in this cave of winds in timeline, when I was talking about that golden chalice. If that was a cup and that was a cup, no matter which way it is, no matter which way it appears to be going, turning it up or down, I feel like I'm always full. Yeah, and I'm kind of seeing it like conscious, subconscious, or whatever the case is, whatever polarity we might partake in. It's like a self-feeding, and I don't want that to sound weird. No, I don't want it to sound weird, even though it probably does. It just is. All right, let's add on a few cards and see where it takes us. And as well, oh yes, if you would like to join us at the end of the month for a hauntingly Hecate Halloween with myself and Witch and Scythe, the link is in the description box below. It is always such a good time together. Like I get so excited. We're gonna gather. We'll be on Zoom. I'll create an Inkblot made in the name of Hecate. We'll share insights. Oh. And of course, it's like a family gathering, but for Halloween. You know, everyone else gathers for Christmas or Thanksgiving and all these beautiful holidays. We gather for Halloween. I love it. And as well, there's a one-time opportunity that's just most present. If you would like to be our guest for our super secret society, which is tier 3 of the channel, this month we're going to be doing it on Zoom. And I'm going to choose a few muses. So if you would like to jump in for one time to be our guest, the link is also in the description box below. Okay, we're good. And I'll see you for the extended on the flip side if you're joining us. Oh, the things. So we have here Luna and Courage. I want to note as well in this cave of rivers we've had here, even the moon. And in the timeline of the moon, a lot of things have been happening in... Okay, so it's the Illuminations. I was going to, just as Steph, say, oh, it's the illusions, but it's the Illuminations. And if they highlight illusions, but they were very real at the time, and we've had this discussion most recently in our Scry, the dream dimensions. So you know what? It's just a reaffirming that message. To be like, yeah, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. That's part of mastery. Dancing with her divineness in its shadows and its shines, moonshines and sunshines. Courage is stepping forward as well to support that. I just heard the song from Annie. Is it Annie? It's a hard knock life for us. It's a hard knock life for us. If that's a song, you know, adorable, cute, but I think that's it's not what I'm knocking on right now. It's kind of like I don't want to say that, and I'm not trying to upset anybody if you're like, well, dude, my life's been, you know, it's a hard knock life or whatever the song is called. No, I understand that, but that's what's being transcended, transforming that. That's pretty freaking impressive. That doesn't mean we need to ignore the story, but it's definitely changing. You know, sometimes when it's like memories, that things that we've hold on to, and they slowly start to fade and be like, I kind of feel like I'm forgetting myself, but in a really good way. Yeah. Yeah. Again, it's like, yeah, I know that's not helpful. Yes. And something that's been undercover is to be revealed. It does feel like a union in one way, shape, or form. Willpower. I got the power. Oh, yeah, I saw you in there. Those horns there. Oh, something very, very sacred just came through this. Do you know what I want to say? I think in the self, soul, and spirit of sorts, I, you, we, me, but in this very, very moment, yes, I am recognizing very clearly how sacred you are. And I don't want that to be like a surprise, but it's kind of fun when things are surprises. But in this moment, like, I'm just like, wow. Not by any, yeah, it's the gravity of it. The gravity of this illumination, oh my gosh, links so many things together. And this is kind of what's disrupting this other timeline that is being transcended, because it's like, oh my God, Ayui me, so freaking sacred, and not by any doctrine or religious or cultures. And all those are great things if that's how you're choosing to connect and converse with your sacredness. Yes. But in this moment, I'm free from all of it. And it's just Ayui me. And the brilliance of knowing. Knowing. Period. All right. I'm going to... knowledge is on the bottom. And wisdom. There's an octopus as well. The knowing. And the wisdom of that. Fantastic. Fantastic. And it's not even needle in a haystack. There's been something about a spider or something along the lines of a spider protecting it. Web. There's also a fish in here, but this fish is also a spaceship. And something about a woodpecker. All right. I am going to see you on the flip side if you are joining us. And if not, until next time. So much love. Bye. Shall we grab an Easter egg card? All right, let's grab an Easter egg card to take us to the other side. Fears and grief. Let us go and conquer said fears. Something we don't want to hear, or something that we weren't listening. This is the timeline that's being transcended. Holla. Let's go.